Hey, and welcome everybody. Wanted to thank you all for coming to the call tonight. Uh, Tonight we're going to dedicate the training portion of tonight's call all to a demo of a lead generation system that I've been using for the last going on 3 weeks, I guess, almost 3 weeks now. And it's one I sent out an email about when I first joined it to let you guys know that I had started a new traffic source, and I told you guys I wanted to try it out a little bit before I told you about it. So tonight I want to show you my daily process of what I'm doing with this lead source, so that you can make an informed decision on if you want to participate in this traffic source yourself or not. So the name of this system is myleadgensecret, and like I said, I'm going to give you a demo of my daily routine. Then I'm going to show you some best practices for using this lead gen source, and then I'm going to show you the results I've gotten so far with using this traffic source. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm sure the first question you have is, what is myleadgensecret? And what it is, it's a co-reg lead service where they do advertising out on the internet in various forms and generate lists of subscribers that are interested in make money online, to start an online business. That's the primary niche that the leads are in. And what they do is they offer free offers to people that want to get information on some sort of topic, and then during the process of them subscribing to get that free lead magnet, whatever it might be, they opt into another service that allows them to get more information from other people, and that's what they call a co-reg lead service. In other words, they're signing up for one mailing list, but they're agreeing to be signed up for other mailing lists. So what happens with the system is you get 100 or 200 co-reg leads per day, and these are assigned to you every single day. At midnight, they assign you another 100. You get 200 if you have somebody that's actually joined the myleadgensecret system under your referral. You'll get 200 leads per day as long as you have an active member. Now, they also have an internal mailer that you can use to mail the leads. This is primarily what most people are doing. This is the only way that they're using it, but I'm going to show you tonight how you can take that to another step and get more success, and actually even better success than using their internal mailer. But they do have an internal mailer that you can use every day, and I do recommend that you use it, just for whatever you can get out of it. I'd still recommend that you use it since it's there. Now, you can also download the leads to use for your own list building with your own self-hosted autoresponder. Now, I want to keynote that I said your own self-hosted autoresponder. Since these are co-reg leads, you do not want to upload these to a third-party autoresponder like GetResponse or Aweber or Constant Contact or any of those. And if you, with the extra step, maybe clean the leads first and then put them into your self-hosted autoresponder and got some active leads out of the leads that you're getting, then you could maybe take those and upload those to a third-party autoresponder. But you definitely would not want to do this right off the bat. You want to make sure that you have a good, clean list and that their active subscribers are not going to bounce. Okay, so what I want to show you now is my daily routine of what I do with myleadgensecret. So we're going to switch over to screen share.
All right, so here I'm logged into the myleadgensecret members area, and this is the dashboard that once you log in that you go to, and it gives you on this dashboard a little bit of stats about your previous mailings, and also you can use it, you can reload one of the previous mailings if you want to, if you're ready to send out. But I want to look down here at these stats first. I want to kind of explain those a little bit. It gives you the amount of opens from your last send of an email you sent. Gives you amount clicked, the open rate, and then the click-through rate. Now, these stats are not exactly 100% accurate. I do know, you do get opens, you do get clicks, but I just don't know that these stats are accurate. I have made some sales from inside this system, so I do know that it does work, because I've used links that were only used in these emails. But the very first thing I do when I log into the system, I go to the My Leads section, and what I want to do is download my daily list of leads that I've got for the day. So it's usually the top one. Today's September the 19th, so I'm going to download that one. And then the next thing I want to do is, before I send out a mail through the mailing system they have here, I want to go ahead and get this list of leads I got for the day in the process of being cleaned. So I go to another service that I use here called Remove Bounce. And what Remove Bounce is, it's a bulk list email list verification service. You upload the list of leads that you have, and they'll verify that they are valid emails that will receive emails. And if there happens to be any spam traps or anything like that in there, they remove those from them too. So I log into here and I upload that list of leads I just downloaded. And of course, when you first log in, it gives you the last stats of the last lead list you uploaded. As you can see, I uploaded my list yesterday, and out of the 200 leads that I had, 148 of them were actually valid email addresses that can be delivered to. So I click on Upload List. And I click Choose File. And I scroll down here and select the list that I just downloaded today, which is the 919 Leads CSV. Then click the Upload button. And let it get started on cleaning those leads for me to use later in importing into my self-hosted autoresponder. I want to make sure that the leads that I import into my self-hosted autoresponder are valid leads with none of the bounced emails in it. There'll still be, probably one or two that will still bounce, but they won't be nowhere near the amount would be if I uploaded this list raw just as it is. So while we're waiting on that, we'll go back to My Lead Gen Secret, and the next thing I want to do is go ahead and use the mailing system. So I'll click on Mailing System. Now the email that I'll be using is a swipe file that in the Facebook group that I belong to, there's a guy named Kevin Souza in there that creates a swipe of the day for us to use for mailing out to our leads in the My Lead Gen Secret systems. So I'll go over to his site and I'll grab that email. But the first thing I want to do is just click Select All to mail every one of the leads that I have. As you can see today, I'm going to be emailing 4,100 leads. Scroll down here and then we go over here to the swipe of the day site and get our swipe that we're going to use for the day. I'll copy the subject line. Copy. Go back over to the mailing system and paste that. Go back over here and copy the rest of the swipe that we're going to use for today. And like I said, this is a part of the Facebook group that I belong to. If you should happen to join, let me know. Whether you join through my link or somebody else's, let me know and I'll give you the link to this Facebook group and you can get access to these swipes that all of us are using. Let's highlight all of that and hit copy. And paste it in here. I'm going to personalize this email a little bit. Click down here where it says your photo and add my actual picture in here. And I'm going to personalize this last little bit with my contact details. And then the last thing I'll do is I'm going to click this perfect timing, and what that means is they have determined what's the best time of the day that these leads that we're emailing will be most likely to open and read an email. So I'll just go ahead and check that. You don't have to do that. If you don't do that, it just sends them out immediately. But if you check this, it delivers the emails, on the best time of day for that lead to open an email. So when we click send email, and then once it's queued up to be sent, you can see it says please wait 23 hours before your next mailing. So I'll have to wait 23 hours to do my next mailing because you can only mail once a day. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go back to remove bounce and download our list. If it's ready, we'll check, see if it's ready. If it's not, I'll pause the video while we're waiting on it. And today's list is ready, so we'll go ahead and we'll download this. You click on the green button to download the valid email list. This is the list after it's been cleaned. They clean the list twice to make sure. So I'll download this. Save it right there. Okay, now if our clean list downloaded, now we'll go to the self-hosted autoresponder that I have set up and we'll import these leads. So we'll go to lists, all right, and here you can see I have 3 lists set up. I want to kind of explain those a little bit, why I have 3 different lists set up. The main newsletter is one where I upload the daily leads that I get. I upload them into that list first. And what I do is I send an email out to those people, and I have it set to if they open or click a link in the emails, it adds them to this openers list that I've created that adds them to an active autoresponder series that has, the know, like, and trust series in it to build a little bit of rapport. And what I like to do is I like to email the main list where I'm uploading every day, and then the next day I'll email the opener list. Now this lead swap list that you see here that has, like 39,000 subscribers in it, that came from we do a weekly lead share in the Facebook group that I told you about, that every week everybody uploads the leads that they've gotten throughout that week, and then Reed Florin takes that list and compiles it and gets rid of all the duplicates and does another list cleaning on it. Then he gives us all that list back. Now I've only participated in it once, but they do that every single Friday. So you could add another 40 to 80,000 leads to your self-hosted autoresponder every week. Now what you would want to do with that list, if you should decide to do that, is email them and do like I'm going to do here in a minute, select it for anybody that opens to get moved over to your active autoresponder series that you have set up. So what I'm going to do right now, though, today, is I'm going to create a broadcast email to be sent out to the main newsletter. Oh wait, I didn't import my list. I got to do that first. Sorry. So let's back up a little bit. Go back to lists again. I almost forgot that we need to upload our list for the day. So we'll click this little button right here to import into the main newsletter list. We'll click on CSV, click choose file. We'll go to the validated leads. These are the ones that have been cleaned already. I select the list that I just downloaded just a few minutes ago. Then click upload file. And you'll see that it'll tell us how many that it imported successfully here in just a minute. It only takes it about a minute to do this. There we go. And as you can see, out of today's list of 200, there was actually 140 of them. They're actually validated emails that you can email to that will get delivered. So now that we have that, we'll go back to our campaigns, and we're going to create a broadcast email to go out to this list. So we click on create new. And we use our swipe of the day again. I send it out twice, once through their mailing system, then once through my autoresponder. So this one is going to be The name of the campaign is going to be How I Fix My Biggest Mistakes. I'll copy that. Make that the campaign name. I'll select my main newsletter list. It's a regular, which is broadcast. It's MailWiz's term for broadcast email. Then the group is main. So I click save and next. And here I need to paste the subject line again. This time I'll get the whole subject line. Well, no, I don't need the whole subject line. I just need what I had copied there. Put in first name, customization, and paste that. Go back to the swipe of the day and just recopy that same email again. All right, so we've got that copy. Now we're ready to use it. Now here I want to show you what I was talking about with the moving the people over to the openers list. If they open the email or click links, we click show more options. Go down here to the bottom where it says actions against subscribers that campaign open. We select the action is we want to move them over, and we're going to move them over to the openers list. Like I said, that's the one that has the Autoresponder series with the no like and trust series set up in it. We'll click save and next. And we choose a template for our email. I have two different templates I have set up. I have a basic template that just puts the required canned spam stuff at the bottom of the email. Then I have another that actually has a banner image in it as well. Today I'm going to be using the one with the banner image, so I'll click choose on that one, and you'll see what I mean by a banner in it in the email. As you can see it has a banner at the bottom of the email. So I'll just click here and I'll paste that email that we just copied. Add my personalization to it. Take out the your photo and put my actual photo there. Alright. So now we've copied over the email. We're ready to send it now. So we just scroll down here at the bottom. Click save and next. And here I can choose when I want to send the email. I usually just go ahead and send it out right away. So we click send campaign. and that's the whole process. So what I've done is I've logged into My Lead Gen Secret, downloaded my lead list, went over to my list cleaner verification service, cleaned the list, went back to My Lead Gen Secret and sent out the internal mailer through their mailing system, downloaded my clean list from the list cleaner service, imported them into my self-hosted autoresponder, and then sent another email out to the whole list through my self-hosted autoresponder. And the process is when they open an email or click a link inside the email that is sent out inside this autoresponder, they'll get added to another list. They'll get removed from one list and added to another list that has an autoresponder series that builds know, like, and trust, so that I can start sending them campaigns later to try to sell them things. But that's the whole process of what I do every day. I know it's took me about 22 minutes, it looks like here, to explain all this, but it takes an average of about 15 minutes a day to do everything that I've just showed you here today.
Okay, so that was the demo of what I do every day. Like I said, with me explaining it to you, it took a little bit longer, and actually had to do things a little out of order because I didn't have the clean list to upload, import first before I sent out the mailing. But I generally do the import first and then send out the broadcast email. So I want to give you some best practices for using My Lead Gen Secret. Since this is a co-read service, you do have to treat these leads a little bit differently, but you should follow the same best practice with using the system should you decide to join it. You want to log in every day and mail the leads with the internal mailer. Now, like I said, I don't put a lot of trust into the stats they give you on My Lead Gen Secret. I do know the emails do go out, they do get opened, they do get clicked, because I've made 2 sales from the actual mailer itself, and I've made sales from the autoresponder where I've imported them into my autoresponder. So I know they are valid leads, and the emails do go out, and they do get opened, people do make clicks. But the first thing you want to do every day, if you don't do anything else, is log in every day and mail with the internal mailer. If you don't do anything else, you want to do that for sure every single day. The next thing you want to do is, like I said, take it to the next level and download your leads, your daily leads, and then clean the leads through remove bounce, like I have to remove all of the bounces so that you can upload them into your autoresponder. And again, like I said, the next thing to do is, after you've got the clean lists, import them into your self-hosted autoresponder, and then send them a daily broadcast email from your autoresponder. And like I said, these are co-reg leads, so you have to treat them a little differently than you would regular subscribers. So you want to give them more content than offer emails. So you want to have a mixture of like 3 to 1 on it. Is generally what I do. I'll send out 3 content emails, and then 1 offer email. Today was my offer email day, so that's why I sent out that swipe the day again to that list, because it was my offer day. I want to do is every fourth day I send out an offer, and the other 3 days I'm just sending out a piece of content, some sort of training or a link to a video over on YouTube, or telling them about a Facebook group they can join to get more info on starting an online business, that kind of just about anything you could send them that offers them a little bit of tips or help or some sort of a training is considered a content email. So this is the best way to use the system. Like I said, if you don't do anything else, you want to log in every day and mail the leads with the internal mail. You will get results from it. The results you get from the internal mailer will take longer to get than they will be through your self-hosted autoresponder, but you definitely want to use that internal mailer every day, no matter if you have your own self-hosted autoresponder or not. So I'm sure you're curious about the results that I've gotten so far. Like I said, I've been in this system for, looks like right at a little over 2 weeks now. As I showed you, I've gotten 257 active subscribers out of it that are actually opening emails and clicking links. From those 257, I've actually made 4 sales. Like I said, I've made 2 sales through the internal mailer that was to a JB Zoo product of my own that I have listed that sells for $10. I've made 2 sales of that product. And then I've made 4 sales from my actual self-hosted autoresponder. One was to a ClickBank product that generates a $97 a month rebill. So I've made 1 really, really good sale. Then I've made 2 $10 product sales that were an affiliate promotion that I get 50% commission. And then 1 was to a JB Zoo product that was $29. I got a 50% commission. So as you can see, if you total all this up, if you add the 2 $10, the $97, the 2 $5, and then that $14.50 for the $29 product, in a little over 2 weeks that I've been in here, I've made $141 from using these leads. So these leads do convert. You may have heard people say that this is, they used this thing and never got no results and didn't make any sales. Well, here's absolutely proof that it does work. I have made 6 sales altogether, 2 from the internal mailer, and then 4 sales from importing them into my own self-hosted autoresponder. Now, when you join, if you join My Lead Gen Secret, let me know whether you join through my link or not. I'll have a link for this when this replay comes out. But if you join either through my system, either through me or through somebody else, it doesn't matter. Let me know, and I'll give you the link to the secret Facebook group we have set up. And there's all kinds of training in there, and you can get access to Kevin's, who's the swipe of the day, and Reed Flooring has set up several different landing pages for us to use. That, so you don't even have to have your own website to use this. He's set up several of them, several landing pages that you can use to try to promote and get your own downline built. I've got 2 people in my downline over there now. But I wanted to show you guys this system because, like I said, I do this every single day. I've done this ever since August 30th is when I joined. Every single day I log in and I do the same exact procedure I just showed you guys, and I'm getting results from it. I'm not setting the woods on fire or nothing, but I am actually getting results from it and getting actually active subscribers that are opening and clicking emails, which is the big thing. That's what you really want, because somewhere down the line, those 257 people may buy something from you at some point. So you can actually take it to another step and get them from your self-hosted autoresponder over to your third-party autoresponder by setting up another lead capture page or something that goes to your Aweber or Get Responsive to get them over there if you wanted to do that. I don't know why you would want to do that. Since you have your own self-hosted autoresponder, I would just continue to use that and not even fool with Aweber or Get Responsive, because you won't even need those services after you set that up. But there, like I said, if you join the Facebook group, there's actually a link in there to a Fiverr gig where you can get MailWiz set up on one of your domains for like about $40, I believe it is. And then you can do away with Aweber and Get Responsive and just use that autoresponder. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to take the time to show this to you guys because I am getting results from it. I am seeing some results, and I've only been in it a little over 2 weeks, as you can see, from 8:30 to today's 9:16. So that's about 18 days. I've already seen some results, got active subscribers, and I've made $140. That's not bad for this. But the key thing is being diligent and following this same process every single day. Like I said, it took me a little longer to show you guys, but in actuality, it only takes 10 to 15 minutes every day to do every single one of those steps. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you guys tonight. If you have any questions, you can send me an email or you can message me on Facebook. I do recommend you try. If you do try this system and you don't see immediate results, don't get discouraged, because there's been people that's been in it for a month and it took a month to get their first sale. But if you work the system like I have here, you will have a much better chance of getting results and making a few sales. You're not going to get rich from it, but you are going to be building a list that doesn't cost you as much as it would if you bought solo ads or paid for pay-per-click or whatever. It's $30 a month, all it costs. And from what I understand, I've only been in it 2 weeks and got 3,500 leads that I can mail to. The people that have been in it for like 3 to 6 months now have a really huge lead list, and they're making sales, every other day or so, or sometimes a couple of times a day. It's just a numbers game. The more leads you get, and every day you log in and send those emails, and you email them again through your self-hosted autoresponder, the more chances you have of making sales, especially as your lead list grows bigger every single day, and you keep getting 100 or 200 more every single day that you can actually send the internal mail list and then send through your own autoresponder. So it's from what I understand, when you get to around the 6 month mark, you're going to have several thousand leads that you can email through the internal mailer and then your autoresponder, and you will start seeing a lot better results because you'll have a lot more numbers of people that will potentially open and click your emails. So I know it took a little longer. It took me nearly 45 minutes to show this to you guys, something that I do in 15 minutes, but I wanted to explain it to you all so that you will know exactly what I do every day and see that I am getting results from it. And that, I do encourage you to at least try it for 90 days, give it 90 days and see what happens. You'll at least build a list out of it that you didn't have before, and you only have 3 months invested in it, have a list. But if you stick with it, like I said, and do like I do every day, spend 10 to 15 minutes doing what I do every single day, you will see results from it. You will make a few sales. You will get active subscribers on your mailing list. So thanks for coming to the call tonight, guys. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I know we've had to miss a couple of times because of holidays and such, but I wanted to do this training for you guys tonight to show you that this system actually is real and that it does work, and that, in my opinion, it's worth the $30 a month to do. So thanks for coming to the call tonight, guys. Have the replay ready in the next day or so. But y'all have a great week, and if you need to get a hold of me, like I said, you know how to get a hold of me through email, Facebook, or message me, or even contact my support desk. Have a great night, folks, and thanks for coming.